Numerous members of the community rallied in support of a pair of UBC Okanagan students on Friday who are taking part in a hunger strike to demand that the university divest from companies they say are complicit in violations of international human rights law.
We started our strike on Monday, March 24th, in solidarity with students at UBC Vancouver that also were hunger striking starting last week. I'm also Palestinian myself, and both of my parents are from Gaza, and I've got family that are currently living in Gaza, so this is a very personal issue for me. We've been trying to demand divestment from our university for many years now, and they have ignored every meaningful attempt and effort we've made to try to get them to do that. So we felt like this was a very natural escalation to try to get them to take notice and pay attention.
What do you want to see?
Well, UBC currently has $110 million invested in both weapons manufacturers and companies that are currently on the UN settlements list. So these are companies that the UN has declared to be complicit in the illegal settlements that are currently being built on Palestinian land. So we are asking for UBC to divest, and divest just means the opposite of invest, all of those funds from those companies so that we are no longer complicit as a university in the human rights violations that are currently happening in Palestine.
And how's it gone so far the past week taking part in the hunger strike?
Obviously, it's very physically strenuous on the body, but the community has been showing up for us so strongly. The student body clearly cares so much about this, and we've seen such an incredible student presence over the past week that we've been here. So that's definitely felt very re-energizing for me to see how many people support this movement and support this cause and also want the university to divest. So it's a bit bittersweet, it's very difficult, and it's very upsetting that we have had to get to this point and have to go to these extremes to get the university to listen to us. But it's been very inspiring seeing how quickly the student body has rallied behind us.
This week has really been about putting our bodies on the line. There's no greater message to send to the UBC administration that its student body cares so much about them divesting their endowment fund from these companies than to students on this campus and 3 students on the UBC Vancouver campus that are willing to put their bodies on the line to send UBC a message to do the moral and right thing.
I think the university sometimes think that by ignoring us, they'll just tire us out, and eventually the people that are causing all the ruckus will graduate and then they won't have to deal with it anymore. But as we can see, and throughout this whole week of our presence on campus at our hunger strike zones, so many students have stopped by and asked us how they can support, how they can be more involved. The students really care about this. It is not a fringe issue. It's not something that's just on the margins. This is something that is very important to a large amount of people, and hopefully the administration will start to see that and take this seriously.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.